Itchy, Scritchy, Scratchy Pants by Steve Smallman and Alina Ellis. 5 cold Vikings went out hiking through a sudden snowstorm, wondering what to do. Well, they got into a fight, had their undies set alight. Now their pants were all in pieces and their bums were turning blue. Ooh, the wind's blowing into my pants. It's blowing out of mine. Bah. My bottom's cold, moaned Yop as they found a little shop. A sign said knitted knickers on the door. But because it was so cold, all the knickers had been sold, and there wasn't any wool to knit some more. We're doomed. But the knicker lady said, at the summit of Mount Dread, there's a yeti who's mysterious and clever. So if you bring me a sack of fur from off his back, then I'll knit you all the warmest knickers ever. In the forest of despair, our brave Vikings met a bear, plus a pack of wolves who rushed into attack. Harold gave the wolves a shock with a well-aimed stinky sock, and the bear hugged Grim, but Grim just hugged him back. Ah, he wants a cuddle. As the Vikings, out of breath, rowed across the sea of death, they were swallowed by a massive monster trout. So then Logie started whacking it and kicking it and smacking it, until the fish felt sick and spat them out. Well, it's very hard to climb when you're covered in fish slime, but at last they reached the summit of Mount Dread, where they found a fearsome beast. It was 10 feet tall at least, and it opened up its massive mouth and said, "Don't be worried, I won't eat you. I am very pleased to meet you. People hardly ever come up to my cave." Bushy Big Bird gave a shout, whipped his yeti clippers out and said, "Come on, gang, let's give this guy a shave." Then their feet began to slide. "Ooh, be careful," Yeti cried. "If you fall into Lake Doom, it won't be nice." Well, they did fall in, and when the Yeti pulled them out again, they were frozen into massive blocks of ice. Then they heard a mighty roar, and the frozen Vikings saw a huge dragon who looked down at them and grinned. "Viking lollies! Oh, how sweet! You look good enough to eat. But I won't, though. Vikings always give me wind." So the dragon thawed them out with the fire from his snout, and the Yeti said, "I do not need a shave, but if you want some Yeti fluff, I've got masses of the stuff. Look, I keep it down the back of my cave." 5 happy Vikings, all quite liking riding on a dragon to the knitted knickers shop. And when their knickers had been knitted, and they tried them and they fitted, then they paid the knicker lady from the piggy bank of Yop. Well, the knickers were so cosy that their cheeks went pink and rosy. Then, "My bottom's gone all owie!" Harold cried. And soon everyone was itching, jumping up and down and twitching, as their brand new pants had yeti fleas inside.